everybody. Welcome back to Goodnight Lighthouse. I'm Miss Dorothy and I'm here to read you another story. And I've got a book tonight about a girl who heads down to the beach. A very interesting girl, because this book is called Ladybug Girl at the Beach. Ladybug Girl at the Beach. This is about a little girl who likes to pretend she's a superhero ladybug. And when she goes to the beach, she gets a little nervous. And we need to see if Ladybug Girl can save the day. Are you ready to get inside this book with Miss Dorothy? Good. I need you to sit up and listen up, because here we go. Ladybug Girl at the Beach, written by David Soman and Jacky Davis. We're finally here, declares Lulu as she jumps out of the car and spreads her wings. They're finally there. It must have been a long car ride. I love the beach, says Lulu. You've never even been to the beach before, replies her big brother. But I already know that I love it, she said, and I can't wait to go swimming in the waves. The sand feels warm under her feet, and Lulu and Bingo lead the family to a good spot to spread their blanket. They're going to spend the day at the beach. Lulu runs to the edge of the water. The ocean goes on and makes huge roaring sounds. She had no idea it was going to be so big and noisy. She takes a few steps backward. Bingo barks at the waves. I think she's a little nervous. Are you going in? Her brother yells, running past her and splashing into the water. I don't think so, she says. I really came here to build sandcastles. Lulu retreats to the beach blanket to find her trusty pail and shovel. She builds a giant sandcastle and uses little sticks for people. The king and the queen are very happy here, she thinks. Bingo digs a moat to keep them extra safe. She is having fun playing in the sand. Lulu walks over and sits down next to her mama. She looks out at the ocean, which is glittering with light. She thinks it looks pretty from far away. Do you want to go in the water? asks Mama. No, Lulu says. I want to fly the kite now. Soon the kite is darting back and forth in the wind, but Lulu holds on tight. Oh, she's having fun, even though she is a little nervous about the water. After the wind dies down, it feels really hot. Lulu glances at the ocean. She thinks the water would be cool, but the waves still look much too big. This is a good time to remind her parents about ice cream. That's a wonderful thing at the beach. Lulu lists all her top 11 favorite flavors: chocolate marshmallow, cherry vanilla, pistachio, butter pecan, peppermint bonbon, peanut butter chip, raspberry swirl, peach pie, almond fudge, royal banana surprise, and vanilla. At the ice cream stand, Lulu can't choose one. This is a day for a double scoop, her mama says. Sometimes mamas can be very right. She couldn't choose one. Mama's letting her get 2 flavors. Come on, Bingo, says Lulu after she finishes her ice cream. Let's take a walk down the beach. They find a long piece of driftwood. Lulu writes loopy L's in the sand and draws pictures of Bingo. He's the perfect subject and stays really still. It is very hot. Lulu looks at the ocean. Other kids are splashing and jumping in the waves. She really, really wants to go in. She walks down to the edge of the water. Should we get our feet wet, Bingo? She asked. She thinks it would be okay to go into the ocean just a little bit. Suddenly a wave crashes into her legs and nearly knocks her over. Just as she gets her balance, the whirling water races back and tries to pull her in. Her feet get buried into the sand up to her ankles. Are you okay, Bingo? Lulu asked. She looks around to see if anyone noticed that they were almost carried away. But everyone is playing, just as they were before. Let's be explorers, said Lulu, brushing the sand off her knees. We can collect things for our museum. They march across the beach. They hear seagulls that sound like they are laughing, discover little crabs that burrow into the sand, and pick up slimy seaweed washed up on the shore. There are a lot of shells on the beach, all different shapes and sizes. She chooses the most special ones and puts them into her pail. She's having a really fun day. I know, Bingo. I bet if we dig, we can find a pirate treasure, says Lulu. She digs and digs and digs. Finding treasure is hard work. When Lulu feels the water splash against her, she spins around. The tide has come in. It is taking away her favorite pail. She has to rescue it or it will be lost forever. This is a job for Ladybug Girl. She's going to have to be really brave. I'll save you, she says, snapping up the pail. When she looks down, she realizes She's in the ocean. She is actually in the ocean. The water is past her knees, and she isn't afraid at all. Ladybug Girl isn't afraid of anything. For the rest of the long afternoon, Ladybug Girl and Bingo splash in the water and run on the beach, daring the waves to catch them. You can't get me, waves. I'm Ladybug Girl. Ladybug Girl and Bingo play until the bright blue sky turns pink. They make footprints in the sand, at least 14 miles of them. Ladybug Girl thinks. Every time the ocean erases them, they make more. Now she's having the best day ever. Then it's time to go, and Ladybug Girl trudges back across the still warm sand. Bingo follows slowly, dragging his ears. Standing at the top of the dunes, Ladybug Girl waits for her brother. So, did you like your first time at the beach, he asks. Yes, she answers. I told you, Ladybug Girl loves the beach. And then she falls asleep as they drive all the way home. Wow! Ladybug Girl had a great day at the beach. Now first, when the little girl got there, she wanted to go in the water. But when she got close, she realized, wow, that water is really big and scary. And she was afraid to go in. So she did all other kinds of stuff because there's so much fun you can do at the beach. You don't always have to go in the water. But then, when her bucket started to wash away, she became really brave. She became Ladybug Girl and saved the bucket and realized she could have fun in the water. She was being safe, and that was really good. And then on the way home, Ladybug Girl was really tired because a day at the beach can be pretty exhausting. A lot of fun, but really tiring. You know what? The next time you go to the beach, I hope you'll be big and brave. But you need to stay close to Mom and Dad because the ocean can be a dangerous place. It's important that you're safe. Stay close to Mom and Dad. Don't be afraid of the water, but realize Mom and Dad are there to keep you safe. And there's other stuff to do there too. You can build sandcastles, you can look for seashells, you can walk on the beach, fly kites, so much fun you can have. But it's important to stay safe. Wherever you go, whatever you do, as long as you stay close to Mom and Dad, everything will be fine. Even at the beach, even if you're Ladybug Girl, you need to be safe. So I hope you'll remember that tomorrow. And most important, whether you're at the beach or at the park or even at home, Mom and Dad are there to keep you safe. So whatever they say, obey. And obey right away. And then come back and see Miss Dorothy because I'm going to be sitting right here ready to read another book to you. Bye! Thanks for reading with Miss Dorothy. I hope you enjoyed this book. And I hope you'll come back soon to read another. What's your favorite book? Drop Miss Dorothy a note and let me know. I'll go find it and I'll read it to you. Be sure to subscribe, like, and share. I'll see you soon.